What is up, guys? 301 and welcome to my welcome to my review for episode 883 of Detective Conan. Alright, guys, so this was a filler episode from what I remember. Last week we had the end of some canon material, which was great stuff with Akai, Masumi, Sarah, Mary, or her family. A lot of good things went down. Conan figured out that Sarah knows who he actually is. She's been hinting to him for quite some time now, and he finally put all the pieces together and figured out exactly who she is. But he still hasn't figured out why she called him a magician. And the main reason why she called him a magician was because she made Akai laugh. Alright, that was last week. This week, as far as I can tell from memory, it was pretty much filler. It was a filler episode, and it follows Mori, Conan, and Ran with Inspector Maguire and Takeji going around trying to solve the riddles of bombs, right? Going from a book that was written by an author, but unfortunately, before the book was published, what happened was it got out that the author's brother was actually a convicted criminal. Therefore, the publisher held it back a bit more, and eventually, unfortunately, the guy got sick and did pass away. Now, everything is leading that this brother or half-brother is setting all these bombs up. He's a known bomber, right? So the first bomb went off in Sand Castle, a pachinko parlor, and that's when Morty had received a package with the book as well as a smartphone or a burner phone. All the information they are receiving is via messages, voiced messages. Unfortunately, they weren't able to figure out who it was straight away, but eventually by the time they get to the first place, which is the bus stop on the third block, they figure out who's behind it, who the person is, and they rock up with the editor-in-chief of the publishing company that were going to publish the book. And he's a bit beat up. Looks like he's got his arm in a sling. He's got a bandage around his head, and there's quite a few things going on. Anyway, they end up finding the bomb, and then the next clue comes in. The next clue is, it's the turtle and hare race. Morty puts everything together, and unfortunately, he ends up coming up with the wrong one. Conan ends up figuring it out, taking it to Kanematsu Park, which is when you swap the letters around, it becomes turtle wins. So as we know in the story, for those of you who don't know, the story of the turtle and the hare goes, flies up ahead, ends up getting that far ahead, takes it easy, ends up having a nap, and the turtle passes him and wins the race. So it's just basically saying that being slow, methodical, doesn't always, being fast and quick and everything doesn't always win the race. Sometimes the slow, predictable way ends up winning the race. That's pretty much the lesson from that. Conan figures that out, gets them there. They get to the spot in time, but the timer doesn't stop. They realize that there's turtles and hares going along the path towards the end, and then at the end there's a drain cover with the word "goal" on it. So what ends up happening is Inspector Maguire, Takeji, and Morty lift up the scene, throw the bomb down, close it. Everyone braces for the explosion, but nothing happens. It doesn't explode. Anyway, we then get another message, and this is for the final bomb. And the clue is very vague. The bomb is in the middle of the 7, right? What does that mean? We got no idea. So I got no idea. I don't know about you guys, but if you guys got any sort of idea what that could possibly mean, let me know in that comment section below. But I don't think it's actually the half-brother who's behind this. I think it's the editor-in-chief. That's the only thing that would make sense, because think about it. The editor-in-chief would have spent a lot of money publishing this book, getting it ready to sell and everything, only to have it completely backfire. Therefore, he's lost a lot of money. And even though he looks quite beat up, he doesn't actually look beaten up. So I think what he's doing is he's framing the half-brother into doing this. He's framing the half-brother. He's the one setting all this up. And he's framing the half-brother, who is a known, convicted criminal. That's what my gut is telling me. Because so far we haven't seen the half-brother. They're thinking that he's snuck back into the country and stuff like that. I don't think that's the case. That doesn't really make sense. So I'm thinking it's more the editor, because whenever the messages come through, he's never really around. And the other thing that I found that was quite odd is that when Conan asks him about the book, oh, do you know the answers, to these riddles? He doesn't answer it straight away. He answers with something completely and totally irrelevant. He talks about the half-brother again. And then he goes, unfortunately, I didn't read it very thoroughly. I just went through it fairly quickly, which is odd. If you're the chief editor, you would go through it very thorough, make sure everything is spelled correctly, grammar, all that kind of chaz, all that kind of stuff. So it's very rare, actually, it's very odd, the fact that when Conan asks him about, do you know the answers to these questions, to the riddles, that one, the first thing he does, he tries to deflect the question and talk about something completely irrelevant, and then actually answers the question with something really vague as, no, I didn't read it completely, I just skimmed through it. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up. Why would the chief publisher, the guy who's running the publishing company, guy who basically says yes or no to this, why would he skim through something and then say, yep, it's good enough, and throw it to get published? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up, and that's the main reason why I think he's behind this. So, let me know, what do you guys think? Do you think he's behind? Do you think my theory is pretty sound? Let me know in that comment section below. Overall, guys, for this episode, the animation was quite good. It wasn't horrendous. It wasn't really bad, but it wasn't great either. It was good. It was solid. I didn't really notice anything, out of place or just kind of weird. Didn't really notice anything like that. So that's why this week, and this is also quite an interesting case because it's got riddles, and I do like a good riddle. Unfortunately, it's quite hard for me to figure this stuff because it's all in Japanese, and you kind of need to know Japanese language to make things a little bit easier. But anyway, overall, guys, for this episode, I'm going to give it 3 stars. It was better than average. It's an interesting case. It's got interesting different dynamics. I like that. I like that a lot. I like it's quite different. I like that they're hinting at it could be the half-brother. I don't think it's the half-brother. I think it very much is the editor-in-chief. He's the only one that kind of just screams out to me like, yes, I'm the one behind this. This doesn't make sense. Anyway, guys, that is all for me. As always, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Smash that thumbs up if you have. And of course, hit that subscribe button. It's completely and totally free. And we all like that free shit. And as always, guys, I'm Free01. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you guys with another review. Peace.
Run away! Run away!